Hey, so I wanted to walk you through what this course includes, what you will learn, and all that stuff. Okay. And so if you purchase the course, this is when you log in, this is what you will see when you first log in, when you go to your course, Mastering Amazon. And this is the sections I'm going to go over so you know what's included in your course. Okay. So the first unit has 8 parts to it. It's the intro and settings. I know it seems really basic to go over intro and settings, but it's a good start just in case you don't know how to do things like completing your profile, setting up your shipping setting. That's really important. It includes a really cool calculator for you to help you determine the settings you should be using to make sure you're charging accurately and also getting paid accurately for shipping. How to set up your tax settings, gift settings, your info and policies, notifications, and return settings. Okay, so some basic things in here, but there's certain ones that I think students absolutely love that I made it easy for them. Now, this is where the real nitty gritty comes in, okay? Unit 2, which is the Explore section. You're going to be doing Amazon SEO research, and I walk you through exactly how. I walk you through how to do it, and it applies for handmade and regular Amazon. It doesn't matter, okay? The application of it, which comes later, will differ, and I'll show you what I do there. So the first part of this section is the 10 steps for brainstorming successfully. Really, really important part. Okay, do not skip this part. Do not skip any part. The next one is how to find the best keywords for your listings. You're going to find that there's many options. However, there are some that will be better than others, and I walk you through how to tell. Okay. The next section after that is how to find much more keywords than you ever thought of. This is really good for those who are struggling to find a good variety, especially those who have a wide product line and you don't want to keep utilizing the same keyword over and over again. You know what I'm talking about. And this will help you just give you so much to choose from that you won't be stuck in that situation. Last but not least in this section is my recommended keyword search tool that will save you tons of time. This section is not necessary. Okay, you could easily do the keyword research section for the first 3 videos, but this tool, absolutely worth it. You could do all your keyword research all at once, and it's not only that, it will save you tons of time. Now, you could apply it and then, of course, cancel the tool. It's up to you. I continue to use it. It's fantastic. Highly recommend. Check it out, okay? And of course, I walk you through how to use it and all that stuff. Unit number 3 is now that we've done the SEO research, I'm going to help you prepare your listings. And preparing your listings has several sections, okay? The first one is applying SEO to your listings. So now we're actually setting up the listings. Regardless if you're on Handmade or regular Amazon, this applies to you, okay? So you'll see how to implement keywords in your Amazon title. Now in this section, you'll have 2 videos, one for regular Amazon, one for Handmade. Of course, you choose the one that you're listing on, and I show you how to apply it. Because I do have a title formula, you must follow it. This is my strategy. The second section here is how to implement keywords in your Amazon listings. So it is not just the title, it's the back end, such as style keywords and search terms. And of course, if you're on regular Amazon, there's a special video for you as well, because that does differ the back end. And then after you complete this section, I do have an SEO checklist. This is really important for you to go through. It's a text document, so you don't have to watch anything. And it helps you pretty much check off if you've done everything on this checklist to make sure that you're ready to move on to the next section. Okay, so if you go to the next section, which is prepare for descriptions, I walk you through my simple formula to writing a killer description. Okay, you don't have to be a whiz at copywriting or anything like that. I actually have some formulas for you to follow that'll make it super easy. Next is formatting and including other details in your description for conversions. Okay, this is also really important. I walk you through how to format to make it easier for buyers and what you need to include. Next section after that is the additional info section, both on Handmade and regular Amazon, that will help optimize your script descriptions even further, okay? And of course, like I did earlier, you have a description checklist. After you finish this whole entire section, walk through the description checklist, make sure you complete each one. That's how you know you're ready for the next section, okay? So it's a foolproof method. Okay. The next part for preparing your listing is images. Okay. This is a really intense section, but nonetheless, it's super important. I go over the image technical requirements. Amazon, of course, has some rules, what you could include, what you cannot include as a first photo, sizing, all that stuff. This is all laid out for you. It's laid out for you in text, not a video, so it makes it super easy for you to follow and refer to, okay? And always updated based on Amazon guidelines. The next is 5 types of images you need to increase your sales. Guys, this is so important, okay? This is my strategy, my method over many years of selling on Amazon, what you need to make sure that you convert that customer. Next, I show you how to create your own conversion, customizations, variations chart. Many of us do offer things like font choices, color choices, material choices, etc. And not everyone is familiar with Photoshop, so I show you exactly how to make your own chart. I walk you through it using a free tool. Perfect, okay? Definitely check that out. And of course, last but not least, I do have a listing image checklist. So when you're done with this section, you go over it to make sure that you've hit all the points. Once you've hit all the points, you know you've completed it to my methods, you can move on to the next section. Unit number 6, okay? This is the last section of preparing your listings, okay? So we're almost done with that. It's the customizations and variations. Again, whether you sell on Amazon or handmade, Amazon regular or handmade, this will apply to you. And so, of course, read this section before you start. This is really important. Next is 3 reasons why you should offer customizations. This is really important for those who don't typically offer customizations. I've seen sellers that do this. This walks you through the really important reasons and how it can relate to your product. Next is the 3 different types of customizations. On Amazon, on handmade particularly, they do have different types. And I walk you through the reasons to use each one and how they're used, okay? So you understand the differences, just in case you're brand new to Amazon. Next is the 3 customizations hacks that will help you close sales. Really cool. I use this myself all the time. And how to set up your customizations based on your product type. And, after you get introduced to all of these other videos, this is really important because if you're not setting it up properly, it could really hinder your conversion. I mean, pretty much you're not going to be selling as much as you should. People might go to the listing, not exactly get what they want, or they can't quite check out what they need from your product. And so having certain customizations set up for your product type, super important. I walk you through based on your product type, how to choose which one, okay? And then of course, how to set up your variations for regular Amazon. As you may know or may not, on regular Amazon, they're not called customizations, they are variations. And so having that differ is really important, and knowing the difference and knowing how to apply it is really important. So if you are on Amazon regular, this is a video to check out for you, okay? Next, if you're on regular Amazon as well, you can apply for a UPC exemption, meaning you don't have to purchase UPCs, okay? If you do, I do have a link in here with my recommended resource. I don't want you purchasing UPCs off eBay or anything weird. You just don't know if they're legitimate, okay? Amazon could definitely shut down your listing if they are not. So this is a section for you to check out. Last but not least, customization and variation checklist. Really important, as I've done before, all the checklists are to make sure that you implement that whole entire section properly. If you miss something from the checklist, you must go back and fix it, okay, before you move on. So now that you set up your listings, okay, you've set up my strategy. However, this next section helps you increase your results. The sections above can give you results, absolutely, it has for many people. But if you want to really step it up a notch, these next 2 sections for the increase will help you with that. One is advertising, the next is FBA. And for advertising, this is really important. There's quite a few videos. Don't get overwhelmed. This is because I break it up into digestible chunks. Because if you ever seen the ad section on Amazon, it can be overwhelming. There's a lot of tools in there, okay? I go over automated versus manual campaigns to start out with, so you understand the difference between those two and you know which one you should be using in what situation. How to set up automatic targeting campaigns and how to set up manual targeting campaigns, right? Really simple. And then how to choose your bidding strategy. As you know that we have to choose how much we bid for each of our ads. And so this will help you determine how much, and also includes a really cool calculator for you to make sure that you're actually profitable, okay? Next is how to read your ad campaign. So once you get it started and rolling, you have to understand what you're looking for, what you're reading. How do you know you're successful at it? How do you know you're profitable? I show you exactly what to check for, what to read, and how to read it. And of course, the last section in this area is your ultimate ad campaign check-in schedule. This is really cool. I use it personally. This is my own personal check-in campaign schedule, meaning after you set up ads, there are times of the year where ads can be more effective than others. Example, holiday season, your ads would usually perform better. People out there gift shopping. So having said that, I have a schedule that I've used for a few years, and I said, let me include it for you guys. You could use it as you need. It helps you check in with your ads during certain times of the year, depending on what you sell. And it's really cool because there are certain times of the year that your ads will make more money. So I have a check-in schedule where you could go in and of course adjust to spend more to get seen more. I mean, there's a few different things I go over in here. Really cool. Again, it's my own personal schedule and I've shared it with you guys. Okay. The last section of the increase section is FBA. You don't need to do this, especially if you offer personalized items, you're not able to. So this section is not for everyone, but if you can send in items to Amazon, Fulfillment by Amazon, I highly recommend it. I go in this area over what it is and the basics, okay? In this text document next over here is what to send, how many to send, and when. This is super important because when people first start FBA, you kind of are stuck and don't know, okay, should I send everything? Should I send this? Should I send that? This breaks it down for you super easy and absolutely you should follow it. Many of my members and students have followed it and it works perfectly every time, okay? Next is how to create an FBA shipment straight from the horse's mouth, which is Amazon. Because of the particular, details of how to set it up. You don't want to mess it up, otherwise your shipment will get rejected. I include that in here for you directly from Amazon so you know exactly what to do, including also the next section, how to pack and send a shipment to Amazon FBA. Again, super particular details depending on what you send. So this is directly from the horse's mouth, okay? Now, after you've done all of that, okay, you have to let the system and strategy work its magic. After that, you start to see results, okay? Some sales, some, views, whatever it may be, okay? After that, then you could start optimizing. This is the last section of my strategy, which I call Calibrate. And it's really optimizing your listings using business reports and optimizing your listings if you use ad campaigns. So once you receive data from your business reports. Let's say you sold for 30 days, actually you need a little bit longer, but let's say you sold for 90 days. You're like, okay, I have some data from my business reports. What do I do to make sure I even optimize it further? This is a section for you. So the first one is how to check if you're being found in search, really important. How to read your business report so you know what you're looking for. And after I show you how to read it, you then know what you're seeing and what to look for. I go over how to improve your views. It's a step-by-step checklist. This is important if you identify some listings that need to increase in views. And then the next section after that is how to improve your conversion rates, step-by-step checklist. The first one increases your exposure. The second video here increases your sales pretty much, okay, when you get found. Then the step-by-step action plan to identify why you dropped in sales. So this sometimes happens from time to time throughout the year, happens to the best of us, okay? It's important that you identify what the reason is and how to address it and how to fix it. This will walk you through exactly how to do that, okay? And then the last part here is how to report infringements on your designs. Unfortunately, sometimes it does happen. People like to copy things that you do, other sellers, overseas sellers, etc. This will walk you through really simple, straightforward what to do when that happens, okay? And of course, last but not least is Calibrate, how to optimize your ad campaigns. If you run ads, okay, this will show you, now that you set it up earlier, how to optimize it based on the results that you receive, okay? So it's how to read your ad dashboard and what to look for, super important. How to edit ads when you're spending too much, one of the biggest concerns. And of course, the second biggest concern is how to edit ads when you aren't being found as much, okay? And that is it. This is what's included in the course. And there are some bonuses that get included with the course as well. You could check that out once you sign in. It complements the course. It's not necessary to actually implement the course, but it complements it, okay, guys? I hope you enjoy. See you there.